Hi, this is Champlet 2 on the PlayStation Network. This is one of a series of videos on my channel to provide some tips and tricks for stealing the cars in the import-export business in GTA Online. When you go to the computer in your executive office and click on the vehicle cargo and request a vehicle from SecuroServe, you'll be required to complete different tasks to retrieve the car. There are specific videos on my channel for each of these retrieval tasks. When you exit your office, your assistant will call you with details.
Some amateur enthusiasts are racing this car around a circuit. Stop it and take it and bring it in. Should be an easy one.
There are 3 locations on the map for this racing circuit. One is at Sandy Shores, where we're about to go. The other is at the Vinewood Racetrack. It's at the casino. And the other is sort of an odd little square racetrack on the west side of LSIA. Now, the difference between these 3, the one at the casino is on an enclosed racetrack. So if you can block the entrance with vehicles, the cars can't get out and take off and randomly drive around the map. Unfortunately, with the one at the Sandy Shores airfield and the one that's in LSIA, they can just leave the racetrack if you spook them when you're shooting at the car you've come to get. So bear that in mind. Another option that I'll show you a little bit later on the one at the casino is you can send a friend ahead to shoot the driver for you. Apparently they start out just sort of roaming around the track, not very fast, if you send a friend out in advance. So I'll show you that in just a minute. But for now, for this Sandy Shores one, they're just circling around the airstrip, and they're all the same make and model car. So you want to be sure you know exactly which color is the one that you're coming for, because it might be a little bit challenging to catch the license plate. Always check your phone. On the messages there'll be a picture of the car so you can see which one it is. And I'm going to come in here and request a car. I clearly don't need my Kuruma for this because nobody's going to shoot at me, but that just happens to be my personal vehicle of choice, so that's what I'm going to get. Now, my friends are really good at standing nearby the racetrack and sniping the driver as he goes by. Me, not so much. I'm not as good at hitting a driving target. So, and I'm also not as good at shooting from a moving car, but I'm gonna give it my best anyway. One of my friends, TT Powell, awesome guy, he prefers to take a motorcycle and shoot the moving car from his motorcycle because he can just sort of reach back and shoot him. He's also a great shot. I can't do that. Another thing to bear in mind, a lot of these cars you'll find on the racetrack, they have either big spoilers or something on the back window that's going to make it a little bit difficult to target the driver. It'll be hard to hit them. There's a couple of cars, particularly like the Reaper, where it's really challenging to shoot them from the back. So in that case, you might want to pull up on the side, kind of like I did there. I'm not really good at shooting from the side because then I lose track of where I'm driving. But thankfully I got this one without too much damage. You'll see here that I start driving off-road. The reason I did that is because whenever there's enemies, if you drive off-road, if they tend to lose your scent just a little bit, you can pull away from them and get a little distance and they won't shoot at you. But I forgot, there are no enemies on the racetrack one. You won't get cars chasing you, you won't get helicopters, you won't get police. You might get strangers because they want to steal your car for themselves, but you won't have any enemies from in the game. So all you got to do now is drive it back safely to your warehouse. And here in just a second, I'm going to show you where a friend helped me with the racetrack at the casino. So my friend went here ahead of me, and he found that the cars were basically moving around pretty slowly. You can see there's police now. He was kind enough to shoot the guy that had my car, and now the police are chasing him. Thanks again, Spudco. Really appreciate your help. Oh, Spudco died. So this is my car, and you'll see when I get up to it, I mean, it's definitely got some damage, but they don't charge me for it. There's lots of bullet holes that should have cost probably a couple $1,000s, but because my friend did it for me before I even got here, I'm not charged for it. And this is a collectible car, so that's good. So all I had to do was come in, pick up the car, and take it out. Drive it back to my warehouse safely. So it's always good to have a friend who's willing to help you out. Particularly for this one here at the Vinewood Racetrack, and potentially also the one at the LSIA Airport, you might be able to find a high spot that's a little bit of a distance away so that you don't alert them to your presence, where you can snipe the driver. I believe TT Powell said he gets up on that hill on the north side of the racetrack and can snipe them from there. So that's another option you might want to try. I would think even at the airport that might be a great thing to do. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was helpful to you. Please be sure to check out the other tips and tricks videos for imports and exports on my channel. And a like for this video and a subscription to my channel are greatly appreciated. See you around the city.
All right, we are good on that one. If you want to source another vehicle, come by the office.